Hello everybody, it's TannerFishies here, back again with a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be once again talking about the 2022 season of Ninjago. As we inch closer and closer to the end of 2021, all of the stuff for 2022 just gets us a lot more excited. As Ninjago fans, we are very much anticipating what the next year of Ninjago will bring, and thanks to some recent Ninjago advertisements brought to us by Target of all places, we actually might have our first hint as to what the 2022 season might be and who the main focus of the season will be as well. For a couple of quick disclaimers, for one, I will not be showing any of these advertisements in today's video due to the fact that they may not be official just yet. I know Target has been putting them out in some locations, but I'm not sure if that's just a mistake on Target's end, so just for safety reasons and for the sake of me not getting my channel removed because I need my job, I will not be showing the images in today's video. However, I will be leaving a link to them down below in the description, so feel free to check that out if you would like to. And for a second disclaimer, I'm going to be referring to the 2022 season as Season 16 throughout the duration of this video. There is some debate as to whether or not this next season is going to be Season 15 or Season 16, but just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to be referring to the 2022 season as Season 16. And for another quick disclaimer, nothing I'm going to say in this video is 100% confirmed unless I say otherwise. Let's continue on here. So regarding this new Ninjago ad from Target, I've actually been talking about it in a couple of other videos on the channel already. I specifically talked about it in one of my most recent videos, and essentially what's been happening is Targets around the world, at least from what I can figure out, have been putting out ads for the Ninjago series, which is obviously apparent enough. LEGO wants Target to sell their stuff, and as such, Target promotes their products through advertisements. That's just how marketing works, obviously. But what's peculiar about these ads is that the character that Target uses to represent all of Ninjago is none other than Jay himself. And not only that, Jay appears to be in a new form, not yet seen in any of the sets that are out right now on the market or the show itself. This is a brand new design for Jay, and it very much takes inspiration from the Lego.com Honesty version of Jay, which you will see on your screen right now. It does appear that Jay is going to be having some new power-up going on. There are rumors that Forbidden Spinjitzu is coming back, or this is a new Spinjitzu Burst version of Jay, and I have my own theories regarding that, and once again, if you wanted to see the image for yourself, I'd recommend checking out the description. But regardless, the big thing is that Jay is being used by Target as a way to advertise the upcoming Ninjago sets, or at least advertise the Ninjago brand as it is. You would expect there to be Nia on the ads or something like that, considering how the entire Seabound wave was just released in North American territories. But no, they're using Jay for some reason, and a new version of Jay as well, which is quite intriguing to me for obvious reasons. Now, if Jay is going to be the face of the upcoming Ninjago sets, I think it's safe to say that Jay himself will be the focus of Season 16, which is something that a lot of people actually predicted and what a lot of Ninjago fans actually want to see. Though there are indeed some Ninjago fans that are disappointed as well, we will talk about that in a few minutes. So in terms of Jay being the focus of 2022, is Jay going to be the focus ninja? I think so. If these Target ads are anything to go off of, then Jay will indeed be the face of Ninjago leading into the next year, which, like I said, does make sense. Considering how Seabound Season 15 left things off, Jay is probably going to be getting a lot of focus in the upcoming Ninjago storyline, with his reactions to Nia's departure and what he might do to actually reconcile with himself, or at least maybe try to bring her back. I feel like that'll be a major part of what makes Jay Jay in the upcoming Ninjago storyline. In terms of his new power-up, I'm going to be making a separate video later on talking more about this in depth, but my first reactions to this new powered-up Jay was, okay, if this isn't Forbidden Spinjitzu or a Spinjitzu Burst, is this an attempt by Jay to replicate what Nia did? I almost wonder if the next season of Ninjago will be exploring Jay try to reach Nia or reconnect with her by actually tuning into his own elemental power and trying to become a physical embodiment of that power, similar to what Nia did with water during Seabound. Because Jay is probably going to be really depressed following Nia's departure, I think this could make a fair amount of sense. Either that or this is just another new power-up along the same lines as Forbidden Spinjitzu and the previously mentioned Spinjitzu Burst. The new minifigure for Jay does in fact reuse the Forbidden Spinjitzu headpiece, just in different colors obviously, so maybe it is Forbidden Spinjitzu coming back, but I think it would be a little bit more interesting if Jay is trying to do to himself what Nia did to herself during Ninjago Seabound. Maybe we're going to see a similar burst of elemental energy, and perhaps this is just Jay's attempt at becoming one with his elemental power. I think that could be a possibility, otherwise I'm not really sure what this new form is. Either way, Jay being the center of this advertisement causes me to think that he will indeed be the focus ninja Ninja of 2022, or at least the Season 16 story. But like I said, there are some Ninjago fans that are going to be a little disappointed with this. I've seen a lot of comments praising the idea that Jay could in fact be the focus ninja of Season 16, but I've also seen a lot of Ninjago fans kind of upset and disappointed with this, which, like I said, I kind of am to an extent. And the reason why some Ninjago fans are disappointed is because Jay himself has been the focus of a recent Ninjago story, that of course being Prime Empire. Prime Empire did not happen all that long ago. In fact, when Season 16 eventually comes out, it would have been 2 years since Prime Empire, which is not that much time, especially when you take into account the entire Ninjago saga. Very rarely do we see this happen, except in obvious cases like Lloyd or maybe even Kai in the earlier days of Ninjago. But speaking of Kai, people actually want Kai to be the center focus of Season 16 and have Jay perhaps be the second most focused on ninja, which I could totally see as well. The main reason why myself and other Ninjago fans would rather see Kai in the lead role is because Kai himself desperately needs some type of development. Kai in the most recent seasons has been reduced to a comic relief character, and he hasn't really had a primary focus in a very long time. Some could argue that Season 11 gave him center stage, especially in the Fire chapter, but I'm not sure about that. He had a significantly large role in the Fire chapter for sure, but he hasn't truly had a center story to himself ever since Tournament of Elements, in my opinion. Sure, Hands of Time counts to an extent, as that was kind of a Kai and Nia focused story, but Kai himself needs his own spotlight. Kai himself, in my opinion, needs a chance to shine on his own, to make him a better character in the modern day, and to actually flesh him out a little bit more regarding what he's doing now, today. What exactly is the character of Kai nowadays? A lot of people will tell you that Kai doesn't really have a character, which is why a lot of Ninjago fans, including myself, were kind of pushing for Kai to be the main character. However, I have suggested this before, and I'll say it again, there could be a Kai and Jay focused season on the horizon. You know, kind of like a season like Hands of Time, where there are 2 protagonists instead of just 1. It's not like we haven't seen that happen in Ninjago before, so the potential for a Kai and Jay team-up season is indeed there. It could very well happen, but you would think that they would have Kai and Jay both on the advertisement from Target, you know, instead of just having Jay on there, which leads me to believe that this is going to be a Jay-only season, with Kai potentially having a larger role, much like we've seen other ninja have larger roles in previous seasons, but they weren't the main characters, if that makes sense. Because of that aspect of Ninjago's history, I wouldn't rule out Kai having a larger story this season. It would make sense that Kai and Jay would have the largest roles this go-round, as those 2 ninja in particular are probably going to be the 2 characters most affected by Nia's departure. Jay and Kai would probably still be focused on regardless in this next season, even if it wasn't obviously a Jay season as of right now. Again, the option is still open for a Kai and Jay team-up season, but right now it's looking more like Jay is going to have the center focus, which is okay. I think Jay needs more seasons, obviously, but my biggest complaint with that is that Kai desperately needs the development more than Jay does, and Jay already had a season to himself, that of course being Prime Empire not that long ago. So I'm not really sure what to think about this. I'm kind of mixed on this, if I'm being honest. I think that it's going to be a great season nonetheless, though. I'm excited to see how the Ninjago series actually follows up Ninjago Seabound's ending, and I am very excited to see what the characters aside from Jay will be doing, especially Kai. I think that Kai and Jay are going to have the most focus next season, though it's looking more and more like a Jay season every single day. Like I said, if Season 16 does indeed turn out to be a Jay season, I wouldn't be surprised, but I would kind of be disappointed, though I am still excited no matter what Ninjago brings us next year. So with that being said, you guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up from my thoughts here today. I turn it over to you guys now to leave all of your opinions down below in the comments. What do you think about this new ad from Target? Do you think it suggests that Jay will indeed be the center focus of Season 16, or who do you think the focus will be? If you're still on the side of Kai being the focus character, let me know why. What about this Jay advertisement doesn't convince you? But overall, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you wanted to check out the Jay Target advertisement for yourself, feel free to do so using the link down below at the top of the description. And with that being said, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here today. That's all we have time for. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for my other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.